excited to see this. It looks like, okay, pardon me for saying this, but it looks like a real truck. I didn't know what I was expecting, but you know, I thought, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe
so you've never really even seen them at all?
No, not at all. Have you seen them on the street?
Well, no, I haven't seen them on the street, but I knew what it was like.
Look at the grill. So
you like that it looks like a truck?
I do.
Okay, here, let me blow your mind then, okay?
Woo-wee.
Okay, now I'll zoom in. That is seriously top-down view.
Ready. That was incredible.
I don't have the leg room.
Well, you're a little short. Let's hook up, baby.
Oh, yeah.
We got some testing to do. Whoa! You gotta stay in control.
That's what I'm saying.
Whoa! That's amazing.
I think we should strap down some things in the RV just in case. All right, we're headed to Benton Baker Ford in Coopersville, Michigan.
Yes.
To check out the new Ford F-150 Lightning, which Chris Baker is a friend of a friend, and we were talking last week, and he said, come on by, take it out, hook it up to the Airstream. I'm like, all right, here's the deal. If you're interested in the electric vehicle, like the Ford Lightning, there's probably a lot of channels out there that will dive into the specs. I know nothing about electric vehicles.
I know nothing.
We know nothing. But we know a fair amount about RVing, towing, backing, and stuff like that, and we thought we would go show the truck, give a review, give some first impressions, hook it up, tow it to an RV park, back it in, maybe even hit a cat scale.
Of course.
Okay. And just kind of give you some like a real world glimpse at what it would be like to tow with a Ford Lightning electric vehicle. All right?
This is gonna be fun.
It'll be fun.
Let's do it.
That's what we have going on. Let's get to the dealership. Okay, keys are in hand. Okay, ready? You gotta see the inside. Meet you on the other side.
Okay. Woo-wee!
Wow.
Car smell.
Yeah, it sure is.
Look at that
screen.
That is crazy.
Okay, here's what I want to show you though.
What?
How do you open the trunk?
What? You could just sit up here. Drive-in movie theater?
Caleb's spot.
This is
Isn't that cool though?
Yes. Oh, these are cool. We had this in a Volkswagen once. You Velcro it anywhere you want. What's going on here?
I don't know. Battery compartment?
Look at 1913. Isn't that cool?
Boy, I really expected it to be bigger.
It just feels like a regular truck.
Yeah.
You know, the seats are similar to ours, the step up, everything. It's so beautiful. And it's like hefty, hardy.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it's lacking because it needs to be light or something.
Yeah, I get it. Oh, wow.
Oh, whoa.
Okay.
Wow, full workspace.
Here, let's try to start it real quick. Let's start it. I've never started an electric vehicle. Never in my life. I've never even ridden in a Tesla. It says vehicle's on.
That's crazy.
It's on. I'm gonna turn it off because the doors are closed. All the fumes are gonna be in here. It's a lot of touching.
I got it.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
I know.
What is this? Ah, there we go. Look at that. Okay. We have a little. Oh, is that to hold your phone? Look.
It says it has a 95% charge and 175-mile range, but we haven't hooked up anything to it. But that's just one of many numbers that I'm interested in. The more important numbers that I'm interested for right now, at least, because we're going to be towing it, is the stuff that you can find right here in the door jamb. So right in here on this sticker here where you've got the VIN sticker, you're going to find your GVWR, it's gross vehicle weight rating. That is the maximum amount of weight that can be on the vehicle. And then down here on this yellow sticker where you find your tire and loading information, you'll find your payload. And in this case, the payload is 1,891, which is surprisingly high for a half-ton truck, especially electric vehicle. Well, maybe because of an electric vehicle, because they're a little bit lighter, they can have a higher payload rating. But as it relates to understanding payload, GVWR, towing capacity, a lot of people are really, really concerned, if you've never really towed anything, on what can it tow? What is the towing capacity? And although that's an important number, it pales in comparison to your payload, because the payload is the amount of cargo, hitch weight, people, passengers, and all the stuff you're going to put on the vehicle, and often that is the limiting factor of what you can tow. Meaning, you'll exceed the payload of the vehicle long before you meet the towing capacity of the vehicle.
Oh yes, very nice. And you have a backflip.
Yeah.
Lined bed.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine all of this is in standard. Oh, we have a ruler here, like, you know, if you want to.
Yeah, you know what is there? Yeah, see, look at this though, Trish. This is kind of cool. There's that looks like a 30 amp twist, an AC outlet, 2 AC outlets.
Whoa.
And then what are these, fuses or lights?
Maybe when the key is in her.
Well, that's the light.
Oh.
I don't know what that is. Oh, maybe these are the fuses for the outlets. Let's check out the hitch. 2-inch receiver, 7-way. That's all I need. Let's see if it's on.
Okay, drive.
Oh yeah, it's on.
Where are we starting with power?
We're starting with a 94% battery. Let me turn this down. 175 mile range. This has the standard battery, not the extended battery. The standard battery will be maybe just under 200. The extended battery will be maybe just under 300. These are round numbers. Fact check everything. We're just kind of sharing information as we hear it and as we evaluate it.
Where did you get 10?
We'll go here, and then we'll go to Apple CarPlay. And I don't have any directions in there right now. But one of the reasons I wanted to do it is to go to Spotify, and we'll go to our library, and we'll play some KYD music, like KYD Drive Day Vibes. Shuffle play.
Okay, so I know this is silly, but it makes me feel young to try new things.
Yeah.
It does. It's like, oh, this is exciting. It's something that you haven't, I mean,
I agree.
It looks like the truck, so we're not getting anything new there.
Mm-hmm.
But just the idea that we're not, like, where's the fuel? Where's the whole front of, woo!
Oh my gosh. I was not expecting that.
Oh, that was funny.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to tow really carefully or everything is gonna be in the back of the RV.
Yeah. So what does one of these puppies run for?
There's a good question.
Ballpark.
There's a good question. Well, I think the amount of research I did is they start in the high 30s.
What?
Yeah, but like everything starts in the high 30s and then you add some things to it.
But this is a base model.
This is a Lariat. So this is above the base model.
Oh,
and then
okay.
the Platinum trim is gonna be like around 90. But it's also going to have the extended. It's going to have the there's some steps in between.
Okay.
I'm just giving you the range. So okay, so we've done the math here. 174. No, you should keep holding that.
And now I know somebody's plans. Yeah.
I actually want a place for this.
Everybody has a tell. Whoa! Do you feel like it's lifting?
It's pretty crazy. It's 0 to 60, which is a metric that we've never mentioned on this channel other than the Bird, which has a 0 to 60 in 3 weeks. It's 0 to 60 is 4.8 seconds, and you can actually...
I feel like I'm in a race car. Oh my gosh.
Wow!
Wow! All I can say is wow!
Wow. Guys, bye!
I do not want to tell you how fast I'm going right now, because that is
it's not
crazy.
Okay.
That is nuts.
Amazing. Astounding.
Oh, and now I know what the obsession everybody has with electric vehicles.
Torque,
power. How do people not go to jail?
Okay, so let me turn these hazards off. I'm not a car aficionado. I just know what I like.
Yeah.
I love being in a truck.
Yeah.
I just like being up high.
Yeah.
I like everything about a truck.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what you think about here. So you're gonna put it in drive.
Okay, it says ready. Whoa! That was incredible!
Wait till you really punch it.
Wow! My legs can only do a quarter punch.
Well, push your seat up. It's like track day. You probably should get that seat a little bit more upright so that you're on the steering wheel, like your Bondurant position.
Yes.
If you've ever seen the video of Trish racing Hellcats, Dodge Chargers around Bondurant, that's particularly good.
Yeah, 700 horsepower?
I think it was 800 horsepower.
Let's hook up, baby.
Oh, yeah. I get a lot of questions from people as to, do we think we really need all of our trucks have been four-wheel drive? Is four-wheel drive really necessary? And the truth is it's not. In fact, four-wheel drive adds weight to the truck, which reduces your payload, and it's really not necessary for towing. Why we get it is we like the additional clearance because we're driving down the road, you know, things are in the highway, and I just like to be a little up higher. Full-size truck tire in the middle of the road, like in the middle of the road. There's nothing I could do but just to go keep it in the middle, and I heard it, truck went over it just fine, but then I heard it bang something on the Airstream, so I just want to make sure everything's cool down here. And then when we get to a destination, like that one time we went off-road in Banff and different places like that, we went off-road in Maris Adventure Park out in Amarillo. There's places that when we get to the destination, we like to have four-wheel drive, and of course, we live in Arizona up at 7,000 feet, we get a fair amount of snow. But in terms of towing, it's really not necessary. Okay. We've got, okay, that. Oh, I like the 360 view. Oh, there's the hitch view. Oh, look at, so it zooms in there. We'll just keep it on there for now. And then of course I can zoom in when I get a little closer. So I'll back up. Whoa. Okay, now I'll zoom in. That is seriously top-down view.
In a quarter mile, turn
really
left onto
fun.
68th Avenue South.
That is crazy. I am so glad we went out for that test drive because like now I know. Easy on the acceleration.
Yes.
It's already showing 104 range.
Okay.
We're at 89% charged. Pretty uneventful, huh?
Yeah, smooth sailing. I mean, besides the fact that I have this little thing in the back of my mind that says you can't go as far as you want to go.
Yeah, right now we're showing a range of 102 miles, but let's just take one thing on at a time.
Okay.
And right now, the question is, how is the Ford F-Lightning handling an RV that is at the very top of its towing capacity, payload, everything? In every category, a 30-foot rear bunk Flying Cloud Airstream is at the top end.
We have a star student.
Yes.
Right here.
So, and I would say right now I'm going 56 miles per hour. I'm feeling it, you know, it's moving around like
it would. All the grass.
like it would with a half ton.
Yeah, well, all the grass is moving, so there's wind.
There is wind.
So.
I'm not doing it white knuckled. I don't feel like I'm unsafe. I don't feel like I'm out of control, but I'm definitely wouldn't go over 65 miles per hour. One of the things that I've noticed between a half-ton truck and a 3/4 or 1 ton, let's say F-250, F-350, is that once you get up into the Super Duty, and I know Ram and GMC GM have an equivalent, is that the suspension on those 3/4, 1 ton trucks provide a lot more stability, and you don't feel the RV kind of bouncing and swaying and doing different things like this. And as a result, towing is less fatiguing, and Trish and I are able to travel further in a single day with more energy because the truck can do more. But with that being said, half-ton trucks are very capable as long as you're towing something that's within the numbers of a half-ton truck. And as we said, this is at the very top end of this truck. And you know, we've got a fair amount of towing experience, but still, the wind is, I feel the wind, and I feel the road going.
Well, look
with
at
this.
that flag.
Yeah, it's windy.
It's windy.
But, you know, right now I'm going 56 miles per hour, and I feel comfortable. A little bit of sway. We're checked in.
Oh, nice.
If you're wondering why we're doing this, I just feel like it was important to actually use the truck and the Airstream in the application in which we use, which is at an RV park.
Right.
Because already she said, yeah, if you go that way, you don't get a you know, blindside back in. So she says it'd be better to go out here and go around it back in. And I want to see how it backs. I want to see the turning radius. I just want to see. And then when I'm in the site, I want to see how far is the pedestal. Of course, that varies RV park to RV park. But I want to just see what's the practicality. And then I want to plug it in.
I want to plug this in and see.
And I want to see what it says. So right now we have a 96 mile range, 84%. So let's back up. Turn off the parking brake.
Look at these cameras.
The cameras are amazing, aren't they?
They're incredible.
Here, let me turn this on so you can see. Hey there.
Hey.
All right.
So you need to go all the way back down the street?
Yeah, and then I'll pull, and then I'll go swing around the RV park the other way.
Okay. Well, you're all totally good. Can you see outside your passenger window
Yeah.
mirrors? Because the only thing you'll have to be aware of is the crossroad. It seems like you're cutting that corner a little tight.
Okay. How's that?
That looks good. Can you see the signpost?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, good. Go ahead and cut. Great. Okay. Okay, so you see this post here on your driver's side as you're going to come in. It seems awfully tricky.
It does
to
seem
get in
tight.
between these two posts. So you might have to like come in and then pull forward a little.
Yeah, I agree.
Wow, good job. Keep it up. Looking good. On down. Watch your passenger side.
There it is. This is the portable it comes with, and then this is the 50 amp adapter. So, and this is a 110 adapter. Now, keep in mind, the Ford Lightning actually comes with an entire charging setup that you would set up at your house, and I believe it's included with like a rebate or something like this, but look into it. But just know that the charging station is available. Okay. Well, that's nice. Oh yeah, that does look nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Plug that in here. This goes to 50, and I've said this a dozen times on our channel. It's just a matter of time before you have every possible combination of adapter and extension. So let me go get my 50 amp extension. I'll be right back. This is something else that's kind of important to consider. If I'm using 50 amp to charge the truck, I'm not using 50 amp to charge the RV.
Yeah.
So I'd have to be I'd be downgrading 30 to 50 to charge the RV. That's not a problem, but we would probably only run one, maybe two air conditioning units. We'd have to be conserving our power in the RV. So let's see, I'm gonna take this off for right now. Okay, so what do you think that button is? Oh, well, that's charging it. And it's like almost full. It's working on that last little ring, right? Wouldn't you say what that is?
Yeah.
Let's go inside and see what the screen tells us.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go see. This is trip energy. I wish we would have reset this trip. So maybe on the way back we can try that. I didn't know all these options were available. So like, where is charging? Okay.
Oh, that's cute.
There we go.
It's moving to the finish line.
Yes. All right, so we're 83%. We're 100% at 3:35 p.m. What time is it right now? It's 12:25. I'm not a mathematician, but that's not going to get it done.
No.
For an RVer, because for this to be a real practical application for an RVer, you'd have to at least go, I'd say you'd have to have the ability to go 300 miles, which the extended battery isn't going to, but then you'd have to have the ability to recharge in, I'd say realistically 12 hours. You know, I was talking to Matt at the dealership, and he said they're already working on newer applications that I think are going to give the RVer that ability to go. I would say, this is my personal opinion, I'd say 300 miles with a 12-hour recharge. When I say 12-hour recharge, I mean, you could take this thing to a fast charging station, and you can charge up fast. I'm concerned about, can we go 300 miles, come into an RV site, hook up to 50 amp, and overnight get another 300 miles?
Yes.
When that day comes,
that opens up a lot more people.
it does open up a lot of people, because we've said before, a lot of people say, how often do you travel in a day? We follow the Mike and Jen with RV Lifestyles blog, the 3:30 rule. If you can get in before 3:30 in the afternoon or 330 miles, you're doing things right. Now,
Unless I'm driving.
unless Trish is driving, then there are no rules. There is no plan.
Brake is on. Transmission, it's not in parts.
It's the door. You're really gonna slam these doors.
Okay.
And then the seatbelt's gonna be next, and then it's gonna be oil change. That's a joke. You know, being a Ford, maybe instead of running on energy, it could run on chimes. And if it ran on chimes, I think you could drive all the way across the country.
You just might be right. These guys are probably like, what just happened?
We look so peculiar at RV parks when we do stuff like this, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just disconnected the Airstream, and we're gonna go return the F-150 back to the team. Big thanks to Chris Baker for helping make this happen,
Thank you.
allowing us to hook up an Airstream to one of your trucks and go on a joyride, which is essentially what we did.
Yeah. And it was a
And-
blast.
It was fun, and we're all back it right in where we started. Okay, we're back in our F-250. We're gonna swing around the front and say goodbye to the team. And by the way, if you like truck videos, truck mod videos, this is a 2019 F-250 Super Duty. We put in the SMB 60-gallon fuel tank. We got the bed slide, backflip, air horn, upfitter switches up here. We just added 12-volt charging to the back, airbags, everything. And in fact, we got a bunch of other truck mod videos you might like. In fact, we even have a half-ton towing video. So if you are interested in towing with a half-ton vehicle, we got that too. Or if you just like RV travel, like going around North America or thinking about RVing, well, check it out. We release a new video every Sunday at 7 Central.
That's right. We'd love to have you.
Yep. That is it for this video. We hope you liked it. It was a lot of fun to make. And as new developments happen with the Lightning, I'd be interested in staying current and exploring for sure. I was definitely impressed. There was no concealing that. So that's it for this one. I'm going to say goodbye to everyone, and we'll catch you next Sunday. Bye for now.